Morning, Dave Snyder here. It is January the 13th, 2013, Sunday. Okay, so I showed this I don't know, a while back. It's the weather pattern that was next to Antarctica right here. Here's Antarctica, South Pole, and this is a weather pattern that was right next to it, right? And I was pointing out how the weather, there's ancient weather still on the Earth that shows patterns of where the continents used to be. Now, this is I'm sure you can see that looks like Africa right there, this weather pattern, right? So that right there, I put it over Africa, and just look at how this fits over the Sahara and the whole of Africa right there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. And I got other things that link this spot to the Sahara right there. I mean, I've made a bunch of videos about this already. You know, the impact up here that happens in the Sahara, right next to this, right in the Sahara, basically. And there's an impact that happens right dead square on to Antarctica as well. Oh, sorry about that. And got cold this morning. Okay, so anyways, this what this helped me do basically is this is over. I got it over Africa. This is where Africa actually is today. Okay, so I got that over Africa, and what this helped me do was put South America basically together with Africa in the proper way. Okay, so let me just show you how that worked out there. I think I got it. I don't think I titled it yet. Okay, so here's South America, and let's just check that weather over the top of South America. See what that looks like. Okay. Okay, we can see. I can see this curl right here. This curl in the weather. You can actually see where it used to be in South America. And you can see the lines. I mean, it fits there pretty good. You got that line that comes across the top. So that shows me that basically I got it in the right place right there. You can see where this coastline is. See how this coastline goes right here, and the weather just hugs it right there. Look at that. So that shows me that South America was right here. So what I do is I just take the weather away, and then I look at South America with Africa, and I can see that it was just like that. Because you can come down here and you see this line in the ocean right here. Watch, right there. That used to be this coastline right here, where it tore away or whatever. But this is just exactly how it was together, just like this. At one stage, anyway. At least because the continents moved, they didn't always move all at one time. But I mean, they moved quickly when the moon hits the Earth. And I know people don't want to believe that, but I mean, I don't want to have to believe it either, but you know, when it's true, you kind of have to. I mean, or you're just in denial, and most people are in denial over that subject. I've noticed. But that's okay. That's all right. It's not going to stop me from showing what I learned anyway. Okay, and I can see that this fits here was together with this, and then I brought up I started bringing up other stuff that I had up here already. I think let's just fade this a little bit. Africa, and then put the weather back in there. It kind of looks cool when you do that. So here we go. See that? It just puts it all together, ties it all together. Look at that. Just beautifully. So there's some ancient weather for South America and Africa, pretty much. And the continents were on top. They weren't just connected right side by side the way they say. Most people think I mean, what I think most people think when they show these documentaries and they show the continents, the supercontinent, they show the continent like right here, the border, you know, like this edge was right up against this edge, and that's not the case. That is not the case. They were layered like this, just like that, and that's how they come apart. They break apart like that. Okay, they move off the top, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you got to understand the moon's hitting the Earth, so it creates these continents in layers because it hits the same places almost every time. It hits wherever the pole happens to be at that time when it hits is where the moon hits. The poles haven't always been up here or down here. Okay, they've been in the middle of the Pacific before, which we know there's impacts in the middle of the Pacific over here, definitely right here. All this is impact. It creates a lot. This side, when it impacts over here, it created a lot of subduction. I don't know why it didn't do that on this side, but maybe it hit the continents over on this side, and over here it hits mostly the ocean. I don't know. I don't know that part, but I know it does hit the poles. And let me show you what else I was able to put together to prove that. Let's see. I brought up the south pole of the moon, which is a Google moon image. It's not very clear. And it shows me, when I lined it up the way that I thought that it fit the best. Let me bring that African weather back up here. I kind of lined it up with this weather here. I can see the big round crater right here, that big Schrodinger crater right off to the side right there. Okay, I can see that there, and then I can see like this crater here in the weather. And this is a really bad image, but you can see like this angle here. I can see right here. Okay, so I thought that went there. Well, so if that does go there, this crater, if the South Pole did hit it here, this crater right here would be in South America, right? Here, in South America, right on the edge of South America, right on the tip there, right here. So what I did is I took that Schrodinger and I brought it over here to South America, where it should be, right? It should be right in this area somewhere. Show that it's right. Okay, so I brought it up because I can't do it over there because that's an overlaid picture of South America. This is the actual South America on Google Earth, and we can see in South America a lot of pixelation because South America shows so much. It would show us a big giant impact right here, but you see all the pixelation right there. That's there on purpose. Same thing over here. You can see a lot of pixelation around the edges of this impact. Watch. Here it is. This is Schrodinger, however you said it. Let's measure it. I think it's like 600 miles, 700 miles approximately. So I was off 100 miles the other day, maybe. Not very much. Maybe 50 miles I was off. Okay, so anyways, on the moon, this is only 200 miles, right? Well, let me just show you how this fits over South America here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You need a big screen to see most of the stuff I show on my videos. You need at least a 27-inch screen, I'd say. But look at this edge here. You can see this edge really good, where they pixelate it, but you can see that it's there. And then where they put that cloud right over that mountain right there, look at that, where that big crater is. There's a cloud right over the top of that peak, right there. Okay, that goes there. And then look at this right here. Watch this. Look at this right here. See this crack, or this crevice right there? Look at that right there. I mean, that just fell into place. I just noticed that yesterday. But look at how that goes right along. All this down here fits. Look at this. Look at that right there. You see it all fits. It's all there. Beautiful. It's really good. Right there, you see the little peak right there. Watch. Or that little crater. There must be a peak right there. And then you see the clouds here, where that is. Then you come over here, you can see this. Right there. That's what creates that big area there. And I mean, just look at it overall. It is there. It's there. Absolutely here. I guarantee that Schrodinger crater, however you say it, fits right there. It absolutely fits there. You can see this curve right here really good. I can anyway. Hugs that. So that goes there. And let's just see how this is positioned over there when I go back, because I don't know. You know, I'm lining this up how it fits here. So this is going to have to be, this little part right here is going to have to be in the right place when I check it right now. If it's not, then I'm going to eat my words, right? I hate when I have to do that. Hope I don't have to do that. Okay, so there it is. There it is, right there, right in the same place. Look at that, right in the same place. I didn't even check that. I just now thought of that, actually. I didn't even think of that yesterday, which way I had it positioned. But there it is, right there in that spot, just the way it is over here, right there. See it? Right there. Well, that worked out good. I didn't have to remake the video. Okay, so anyways, that shows you how you do. I'm showing you how to do this. I mean, you want to know people. Everyone seems to be seeking the truth on the internet about the Earth, and I'm telling you right now, you'll never find it. Never, ever will you find it until you include the moon impacting the Earth. You will not. You will not find it. I mean, you can search and search and search, and you will not find it. I guarantee it. I'm just checking to see. Oh, look at the weather right there. It fits in there. Right here. You see? Look at that. Yep. You can see a curve. The curve of the weather, how it curves right in that little curve. Yep. It goes there. And that might be hard. All that might have been, hard for you to see. That's why I encourage people to always do this on their own. because what I show you, I'm using a 42-inch screen. I can see it really clear. And then there was this yesterday. I noticed this yesterday. This big circle again, right here. Oh boy, I got a bunch that are in this area that I'm gonna bring up right now. I guess bring up a couple of them anyway. Let me see if I can find a good one. It's gonna be. One right up here. I brought up yesterday. This one right here. That's too low, but this one fits too. This is another one that'll fit. This is application placement. Look at how it just comes off the land here on the moon. Let it focus. Come on. I mean, it goes here. This goes here. You see that circle there with all of this weather is coming off and going. Look at this up here. Watch. I know you can see that it curves right through there and all that. Anyways, that one doesn't go right in the center though. So I was working on it yesterday, and I brought up a couple of them, and I'm trying to remember where they are. This one here must be this one. It's one of the last ones. Because this yesterday, this weather was showing that big crater right there, the Plato crater. It was showing it right here, but now it looks like it's moved over right to there. I had it right on top yesterday, I think. There's something there too. Look at that. See the little notch in the side? Let's see if that's still there. I can still see that there. That was showing itself yesterday, and so I put Imbrium in there, Mare Imbrium, and it fits there pretty good. Now I'm not going to say that it absolutely goes here, but I'm sure it does go here, but because look, there's a lot of impacts right in this. Actually, it gets confusing at this point because every impact on the moon that hits the Earth, they hit the same spot on the Earth. Now, every side of the moon has hit the Earth, every side, okay, and they all hit pretty much the same spots on the Earth, shaping the moon like every other, like Mare Oriental, basically. Say Mare Oriental hit the poles first and shaped the poles, the poles on the Earth, right? So, and then the poles change on the moon or something, or on the Earth, either one. And then the next time it hits the same spot. The different side of the moon hits the same spot on the Earth, creating a same pattern that matches Mare Oriental to a certain degree. I mean, it doesn't look like it when you look at it. You can't really just see that it looks like it. You have to look at it closely. You have to, put it on top of it and check it, and everything will match. It may not look the same, but they are the same. They will fit over each other. So every crater on the moon were the big impacts on the moon that hit from when it hit the Earth they all share similar traits, okay? Because they all hit the same spot on the Earth, basically. Most of them do. I mean, it's hard for me to explain. But here, let me turn this weather off here, and you can see like this. See this right here? This is this right here. Again, I showed that the other day with a different overlay with Copernicus, and we'll check that right now. But you see this where it curves up? It's hard to get that edge all perfect over there. Weather tends to stretch out. But I do believe this goes here. I think, because I do see that. I did see that crater, but that could be from another. Like I said, it could be from Mare Oriental or another impact as well, because they will have that same crater in the same place. It just won't look the same, but it will be the same from the same thing on Earth that creates it. Whatever created that on Earth, or whatever on Earth created this crater right here on the moon, has put other things on the moon that are shaped similarly to that, but they don't. You won't see it look exactly like it. Oh God, I hate trying to explain things because I don't fully understand this yet. I mean, I'm still learning on this, but I mean, I know the moon's hit the Earth. I've seen some incredible stuff. You would not believe what I have seen with doing these overlays. You would not believe it. But look at this big circle. I'm going to find the one that goes there. Watch. I got it up here somewhere. I know I do. Let's check the... this one? No, it's not that one. Not big enough, probably. I'll just put one up there. How about that? We'll just put Mare Oriental right in the middle. Let's just do that. I probably got one. I know I got one up here that's already there, but we'll just go ahead and just put one right in the middle, right there. Weather usually moves off to the side a little bit from where it's being created from the land, but we'll get it. Watch. It takes a second. Hold on. Okay. Mare Orientale. Wow, I'm going to leave it right there, I think. Check it. Okay, so here you go. Weather. See how it fits? Oh, yeah. It must have put it right down. Almost looks like it did. Let's check this weather up here. Look at how it follows the lines. Watch. Look at this up here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I like it when it does that. Now look at this. Watch these lines here. Nice one right here. Perfect. Right here. Look at this right here. Check it out. Right here. Very nice indeed. Think it's coincidence if you like, if you want to, but I mean, I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you something important here. I mean, look at this crater. You can see it in the clouds, right there. I turn the moon off, and there it is. Still, circle right there in the clouds from that crater, right there. So there you go. That's pretty nice. And I'm not saying Mare Orientale hits here. I mean, Mare Orientale will fit, but like I said, Mare Orientale shapes everything on the Earth, shapes everything on the moon as well. Because wherever it hit the first time, I don't know, that's the complicated part. Perhaps somebody could... I think geologists got it figured out in this way. How they have the periods, Jurassic, period or whatever, all these different, ages or whatever. Each one of those is from they change when the moon impacts the Earth. Each time, each time you go from one period to the next, it's because of an impact by the moon. You look at the walls of the Grand Canyon, a mile high, big, thick sediment layers, all different from the moon impacting the Earth. Every time they change, the moon has just hit the Earth. Okay, at that time. Look, the patterns on the Earth show that it has. I mean, you can't deny it. You can no longer deny it. The NASA images show that. We could actually go out there ourselves and take a picture of the side of the moon we see. If you could get a close-up picture of it, I could put it right over the Earth and fit it perfectly right where it goes. No problem. No problem. I know right where it goes. The side of the moon we see has impacted the Earth. What can I say? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and make up stuff and try to tell you that it's just possible, because it's not just possible. It happened. The prints on Earth show it. I mean, you can't. It's just undeniable. I see it clearly. Maybe I was just chosen to see it. I have no idea. I don't think so. I'm never chosen for any damn thing. There you go. Look at that weather fit that. All this weather is fits. What I say, it just does. This right here, that straight line, is from this weather here. You can't get it. It's difficult for the weather to be always shaped exactly right, but look at that weather. That weather right there is from that right there. You can see the shape of it. It's right in the right place. I know it. I know that it goes with that. I know it does. If I turned it, if I take this weather and just turn it a little bit and line it up with that, you would see it goes with that. You can see it following this line right now. You can see that line that it's following. Come over here again. Look how it fills all that in perfectly. Perfectly. I mean, even all this, even these little things here. perfect. I like going through it slowly, trying to go through it slow so you can see, we can see the little details, because that's the best part. Is the stuff that's undeniable is when you can are the little details where the lines, like this line in the clouds right here. You can see that on the Earth. See that line right here? Look, there's the line, and then you just look at it. There, the clouds follow that pattern, and everything, all these angles that go like this, and then this one goes like this, and then this one comes out like this, and then this. You know, they all are following patterns you see right below them. Absolutely are. They stay within the lines. Look at how it stays within this line right here. There's a line that comes along this ridge, apparently. See that? Right here. You can see the line. And these areas are huge. So it's not, you know, it's going to leave a print. People say it would not leave a perfect print. I'm not saying it's a perfect print. I'm just saying it does leave a print, and the weather fits there pretty perfectly, I'd say. And I could go over a whole bunch more, but those are the ones you want to look out for. Is this pattern like this? See that pattern? What else does that? Come on, people. What does that? We got to figure that out. I mean, I figured it out, I think. Here's another one. See, there's certain times of the month or something. It's like once a month. These circular patterns come around on the Earth, and then they go away, and then next month they come back again. I mean, that's what it seems like. It's been like monthly. I mean, I have to wait for these to come. I mean, there's other stuff you can see and do while you're waiting for those to show themselves, but you know, those things show themselves like once a month in the Pacific. Ooh, look at that. That's cool looking weather right there. That is really cool looking weather. I'm gonna have to bring up the this one. Nope, not that one. Man, I got so much stuff. Everything ends up way up. Oh wait, it's down here. What is it? Should be right here. It's already up here already. Oh, dang. Okay, so right here. Wait, that's not the one I just did. This one worked. They all fit. They're all perfect anyways. I mean, the application put this in place. Look at this up here. Look at this up here. Look at this. See that curve? Look at that curve, people. Look. I'm not trying to bullshit anybody here. I'm telling you. Look at this. Look at the crater. How it just goes right around it. You can even see this line right here. You can see how that line comes around. You can see it. Look at that. Look at that fit. Come up here. I mean, you can see the details in here like crazy. Look at this big round dark area. You can see that right there. Look at the weather. That's amazing right there. That's cool. And you see look at how the weather, why the weather's like this right here. Look at that. That's why it's like that. Beautiful. Comes down, dips down right here. You see again. Does all that. That spot's always there. Watch this. Look at that. See that? No, you can. Look. Look at that. All of it. This is just okay. That's just one. Here, I mean, you've seen the ones I already showed you. Here's more. I got more. Okay, let's do. I want to do this one over here. Asia full. Just looking at that one. I want to check that one real quick. Interesting. Huh. Look at this. Look at this little cloud right here. Look at this little cloud right here. Watch how they fit that spot perfect. And then this edge too, right here. All this line that comes around everything. Look at that right there. See that weather's missing right there because that's there. And you can see this curve that comes around the back of that. I can see it. Yep, it goes there. That cloud, that one's all covered. Look at the texture. I think what's all that's left of the moon is just a hard-ass rock. Just a hard rock. That's all that's left of the moon. There's no soft, nothing soft on it. Okay, more? You need more? I'll give you more. Okay, I'll go back down to this one where I add my perfect alignments. I haven't finished putting all my perfect stuff in there yet, but perfect alignments. Okay, so open that. Oh, we can check the number 7 Mo impact again. That's a good one all the time. Look at that weather right there. Look at this right here. That was pretty cool. Every day, every single day. Look at this weather here. Look how it fits there. Every day. Whatever weather's here, I don't care what weather's here, it'll fit. Every day. Look at this. Big circle right there. Look at this. You can see that on the moon. I can see it right here. Look at that, people. This is so important. It trips me out how people, I get these people that want to unsubscribe to me sometimes, and I understand some people just don't want to know this. I think it's total denial. I'm not saying that anybody that unsubscribes is, in denial. I'm just saying it's weird how I think that sometimes when you watch my videos, if you're using a laptop or a desktop, and I should have said this at the beginning of the video, because you're not going to see it. You won't be able to see very much with watching on a small screen. I'm using the 42-inch, like I said, and you have to have at least a 27, 30-inch really to see really well. Look at that fit. Okay, so there's another one. I got more. There's another one. Let's see. Pacific double circle. What was that one? That one. That's probably up there with the other one. If I turn on the other, this is the weather, right? Okay. Let's see. That one's hard to see today, but it's there. See this down here a little bit. Yeah, it fits right in there. Yeah, this one's really not very good today, but it will be later. What was this one? Oh, that's Tycho. And another spot that I found yesterday. I think it goes. Weather shows it pretty good, usually. Let's see down here. Yeah, I think it goes here. I'll show you that over the land in a minute. Let me just finish these weather ones here. And I started off with the ancient African weather, didn't I? Okay, so here's Copernicus, perfect North America. Another night. This is that area where we were earlier with the big circle. And let's do the weather on this one. The weather the other day right here was just outrageous right here. See how this creates? Okay, like I was saying. Now see this area of the moon? Whatever creates this area of the moon, it's the same thing that creates that other strip I was showing you earlier that I said goes with these clouds. See that it's the same thing on Earth that shapes this area, that shapes this part of the moon and the other part of the moon. Now, the weather just updated, but watch the weather fit. Not a very good, not a beautiful day for this Copernicus weather, but the other day was really nice. Still see it fit. If you know what you're looking at, you'll see it. Okay, so here you go. What else we got? Marianas Trench impact. This one's really good too. This is the one we did the other day. Did it right on screen. Look at that. Look at that. Again, another one. Matches up here and here. Because it hits both places, obviously. Look at that. Sure does follow that curve good. Wow. Take your pick. Which one? Which one do you want? Look at this little thing starting to spawn off some kind of spinner there. Look at that. Wow. This will end up right here and it'll get big. Right when it hits here, it'll get big. I seen something the other day forming right there. Not right here, but I saw it up here. When it got here, it was huge. And it was just like that. You learn a lot when you start looking at the weather. You start recognizing weather shapes. Weather patterns don't change on Earth. I mean, they change, but they recreate themselves all the time. The same patterns. Like I said, once a month, you'll see those circular shapes, and then they go away, and you don't see them for like another month. So, pay attention to the weather. Pay attention to the moon. Look at that overall. That's really nice. Look at that fit. Really good. Every day. Romania. Let's check out the Romania one. This is the one I talked to someone who had commented on a video earlier about this one, where I said it hits that if Atlantis was right here, if Atlantis was right here off west to the west of this area here of Africa and Spain, then it was crushed. It was crushed by the moon impacting it. Here you go, right here, right in the center is the Azores. That's all that's left of it, basically, right in the center. That's where I centered this one, and just look at the weather fit. This one always fits. It's hard to see in this one sometimes, but it's you see the curve up here. This part always fits. Always hugs. Usually it'll be like this. It'll come down, and this line right here will be filled in all the way to this line here. This whole thing will be like this point, comes down to a point. But I mean that'll come in a couple days probably, that weather. But this goes here. Really good alignment. Really good. Not bad at all. What else? And I put, what's this one here? Iceland. The other day I know I just showed this at South America, but I'm telling you, the same places on the moon hit the same places on the Earth. And watch this. This is Iceland right here. Let's just check the weather with this first. Yeah, the weather fits it pretty good. You can see how it comes up through the back here, this part. Look at that. I can see that. Fits pretty good, actually. Must mean I have it right. Okay, so here it is, Iceland. Right underneath. Come on. Where is it? Which one was it? This one? Okay. Iceland. That's what creates. I think that's what creates this big crater on the moon. Is this hitting the island of Iceland right here? I think that's what creates that one right there. To begin with, because it hits the poles, and this is at the pole. This is a polar hit, so it hits right here. But actually, it doesn't really hit right here. I think what happens is, you see, it looks to me like Iceland has been pushed up this way. I think it was down further, more in front of this curve, because this crater creates the curve in Iceland right here. This curve, and it should be down a little bit more. In reality, I think it should be down this way a little bit more. And I noticed that a long time ago when I was doing Iceland or working with Iceland, that it was actually looks to have been shoved from a lower. See how the ridge is all rough right here, and you can see the pattern of it. Then it just disappears because this has been scrubbed over the top, and now it's been pushed up to here, or the other. Something's been moved, but that definitely is one of the craters that hits Iceland. One of the craters that hits Iceland for sure. I mean, it's the same shape. It has the same pattern around the outside. Look at this right here. This part fits right in there. Look at that fit right in there. And then you see this pointy one right here. Look, it's from this spot. This part of the moon hit Iceland. And then you see this, there's a peak. Usually there's a peak where you see these craters right here. There's usually a peak on the Earth right where those are. And you can see those peaks right there. For sure. I mean, you can even see those little ones too. Watch. Look at that, where that cloud is. Right there, that little one right there. This one you can see there's something off to the side. It looks like something there. That one there. All in the right places. Everything's in the right place. I'm not going to zoom in on these two guys here. I bet there's something right there. Peak or something. Huh. Falls right in place. So look at those. That one, for sure. But that's Iceland. I'd be willing to bet everything I got on it. That ain't much, but I'd be willing to bet it. Guaranteed that goes. Look at this little island. There's right there. They see that little crater there. There's that little island. It just all falls into place. Every time you do that, you just put one thing together, you'll notice something right next to it. Once you get it going, it just takes off. Just takes off from there. I mean, I had to get to a certain point where I fully understood that the moon was bigger than they say, and that the side that faces us has not always faced us. It's the other sides have hit the Earth as well. It get to a point where I started off with no help from anybody. I mean, just the maps is all I had. I guess you could say that helped me, but I don't like saying they helped me. But anyways, I had no references. So when I first started doing this, I had to guess and hunt and try, and I was confused by the size of the moon because I was trying to put my faith in our scientists, and that was not a good idea, because they're lying to us about it all. So that's it. Too long a video already. Check it out and have a good day.